Holy shit, guys. So the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong just dropped. So this is going to be a breakdown and theories video over what the heck is going on and who the villains might be. So before we get started, be sure to subscribe for similar videos. So starting off, we see some sort of explosion and what seems like rocks flying everywhere. And around the 4-second mark, if you pause the video quickly, we see what looks to be Mecha Godzilla, judging by the robotic shape of the head. So this could be tying into Jonah and how he found King Ghidorah's severed head at the end of King of the Monsters. The rampage seemingly brought by Godzilla prompts them to bring Kong, who has gotten a massive growth spurt, back to the mainland. This is a reference to the 2005 movie where they knocked him out with chloroform and brought him to New York, and we know how that went down. I just want to know where they got those massive clamps for Kong's hands and feet. Kong seems somewhat restrained, maybe because of his past interactions with humans, so he isn't as volatile. He's probably thinking, well, this isn't my first time being chained. Kong's relation with this child might be strong because Kong himself was orphaned at a relatively young age when the Skullcrawlers killed his parents. Thus, he has some sort of connection with her, even though she is a human. Also, her holding a voodoo doll of Kong probably isn't helping much either. Godzilla's back, and he's not too happy. Now, even though the customary expositional dialogue states that no one knows why Godzilla is angry and hurting people, it's safe to assume that this is a continuation of their ancestors' previous battle, referenced in the cave painting at the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters. The monster shown in this cave painting here could be Godzilla fighting Kong's ancestors, considering Kong probably wasn't born or was a really small adolescent at the time, or it could be Dagon, the dead member of Godzilla's species who we saw being inhabited by the Mutos in the first Godzilla movie, who was battling an ancestor of Kong. Kong looks petrified, as if he's coming face to face with an ancient horror that hurt his people once. He might even be having PTSD of the Skullcrawlers, but he pretty much says F it and yells at Godzilla. Godzilla's like, "Surprise, shawty!" Kong brings his MMA skills to the forefront and bops Godzilla. Godzilla's like, oh shit, when he falls backward into the ocean. Here we see Serizawa's son and something charging in the background, which probably is Mecha Godzilla. Serizawa's son might be out for revenge based on the events of the last movie and how Godzilla's need for radiation to fight Ghidorah ultimately led to his father's death, and he might be in collusion with Jonah from the King of the Monsters, who had found a severed head of King Ghidorah. This city looks pretty cool. Too bad it'll all go to shit later on though. The background looks like Krypton from Man of Steel 2. Super Ape, confirmed? The war they are referring to here might be the aforementioned conflict between the ancestors of Godzilla and Kong, or it might refer to a previous conflict between all the Titans over total dominion of the Earth, similar to how Ghidorah and Godzilla fought in the last movie. This might also serve as a way to explain Ghidorah getting trapped and then being discovered later on by humans in King of the Monsters. The spear that Kong, or one of his ancestors, is holding looks like a spike from Godzilla's species' tail, which is pretty badass. We see some new flying titans. It looks similar to the Skullcrawlers, but because they don't have the hands in the front, it looks to be a new species. Kong gets his Henry Cavill Mission Impossible loading up his fists scene here. Is that Rodan? Bruh, Godzilla is getting some serious brain damage. Kong literally has a full-fledged battle axe, absorbed a nuclear blast from Godzilla and bopped him on the noggin. Similar to how Thor got the full force of the star and used his new axe Stormbreaker in Infinity War. Will we see the snap? So that's my breakdown and theories video for the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer that just dropped. They moved the release date up to mid-March, so we'll be able to see this movie pretty quickly. I just hope that they focus more on the conflict and not on the stupid humans and cut away from the big fights just to see what the humans are doing, because I'm really pumped up for this movie. I really hope that Godzilla doesn't lose to King Kong, even though Kong actually might win. I also hope, even though I loved Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, we get a scene like this. Well, if you liked the video, be sure to like it and comment below what your thoughts and theories are. Don't forget to subscribe for any future videos like this, and I'll see you guys next one.